pizza base, let's take 3.5 grams of yeast, and to this let's add 180 milliliters of lukewarm water. And we have to mix this. Keep this aside for 5 minutes. Next, let's take 160 grams of all-purpose flour, and to this let's add 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of oil. Let's just mix this, and to this you're going to add our yeast slurry. Mix it really well. We have combined everything properly. Now what you have to do is you have to knead it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it into my flat surface. So before that I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of all-purpose flour. Knead it for about 5 to 10 minutes. So our dough is ready. Now take a bowl, and to this I'm going to add in a little bit of oil so that your dough does not stick to the bowl. Apply a little bit of oil on top, little bit, so that it does not dry. Now let's cover this bowl using a cling film. We have covered the bowl. Now keep this aside for about 1 or 2 hours until it has doubled in size. I usually keep it somewhere where it's warm. Let's take 2 tomatoes and just draw a X below the tomato like this, and then to hot boiling water. I'm just going to take 2 of our tomatoes. One I'll just keep it aside. Now we have to cook these tomatoes for about 3 to 4 minutes. We've drawn X on these tomatoes just because it makes it easier to peel off the skin. So that's why we've drawn an X. Now let's take these tomatoes out of the hot water, and we have to run it through cold water. And then we have to blend it into a fine puree. We have peeled off the tomatoes, and now let's blend it together. To the same blender, I'm going to add in our remaining 1 tomato, and I'm going to blend it. Now we have all the ingredients for the pizza sauce. We have the blanched tomatoes blended, we have the uncooked tomato blended, and all the other ingredients. Now to prepare the pizza sauce, let's keep a pan and pour a little bit of olive oil. To this you're going to add 2 cloves of finely chopped garlic. Saute it lightly. To this let's add finely chopped capsicum or bell pepper. To this let's add the cooked tomatoes. Mix it really well and cook this for about 5 minutes. Next let's add the uncooked tomato. We're doing this in order to get a nice color for the sauce. To this let's add half a teaspoon of sugar, a pinch of paprika or chili powder, a little bit of salt, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Our pizza sauce is ready. It's a thick paste, and let's remove it from heat and keep this aside. I've taken 100 grams of chicken. I've just cooked it in water and salt, and then I've made it into small pieces like this. Now to prepare the chicken topping, place a pan and pour a little bit of olive oil. To this you're going to add a little of chopped garlic and little chopped ginger. Saute this. To this you're going to add the chicken. Along with this, a little bit of pepper powder, we've already cook the chicken in salt. So we'll check the salt and then we'll add if needed. Our chicken is ready. Let's transfer it into a bowl. Our pizza dough has doubled in size. So let's open it. See? It's fluffy. Now let's make this into a circle. So our base is ready. Next, what you have to do is you have to prick this using a fork. Now we have to cover this using a wet cloth. Keep this for 5 minutes. Now let's remove this cloth. On top of this, we're going to add in our prepared pizza sauce. You can see it's a really thick paste. Now on top of this, we'll add few slices of mozzarella cheese. Now you can use any toppings. You can even use the leftovers. I'm using, next I'm going to add onion. You can use any vegetables as you like. Next, on top of that, I'm going to add chicken. Next, let's add the peppers. Next, let's add mushrooms. Next, let's add tomato. Next, let's add few olives. I'm using black olives. And finally, we're going to add more mozzarella cheese. Our toppings are ready. Meanwhile, I've preheated the oven at 190 degrees Celsius. And now let's keep it in the oven. Now let's place the pizza in the oven. I'm going to keep it at 180. Our pizza is ready. Let's take it out of the oven. Our chicken pizza is ready. I had kept the pizza in the oven for 30 minutes at 190 degrees Celsius.